Beavercreek Chamber of Commerce, and I would just like to welcome everyone here today to our groundbreaking event with Artisan Communities and Epcot Communities for their amazing new development, the Courtyards at Stonehill Village. We just want to say we are so thankful that you guys are here. We appreciate you selecting Beavercreek Township to build, and we are so excited for your support for the Beavercreek Chamber of Commerce in our community. So if I could ask for a round of applause, please, for Artisan and Epcot. And with that, I'm going to turn things over to Seth Barrett of Artisan Communities.
Thank you, Wendy, and thank you again for everyone joining today. We're very fortunate that the rain is holding off, so again, we're thankful for the attendance and the support, and thank you again. I'm sorry, can you hear? Okay, thank you again, Wendy. First, I'd like to do a few just team introductions for Artisan. As Wendy mentioned, my name is Seth Barrett. I'm one of the partners with Artisan. My other partner, Dan Armbruster, is here to my left. Abby Barrett, she's going to hold her hand up. She's actually my sister as well, so we are related, but she is our Director of Operations. And where is Tyler? Tyler is the gentleman in the blue shirt in the back. He will be responsible as the Director of Construction here for all of our vertical construction. And then Stephanie, Stephanie Menker is our new home sales consultant. So she is currently in the office behind us, and then shortly, we actually just had our lumber delivered today for the model home. We'll be working on building that model home, and then once that is ready, Stephanie will transition over there, and that will be where she's located. So first off here, I would like to just indicate that we're in a beautiful area here of Stonehill Village, and we thank Mr. Nutter for the opportunity here to purchase this land. There's 56 acres behind us. The project will actually extend all the way to the high tension power lines on the back of the property, and will feature 162 luxury ranch homes. And part of those homes will be signature courtyards, and there will be a very desired lifestyle benefit throughout the community of amenities such as a large clubhouse with a pool, pickleball, bocce ball, putting green, community garden, as well as the nature trails and greenway that have already been developed here throughout Stonehill Village. We will be extending those and be part of that connectivity moving forward. And so we look forward to the residents that will really enjoy all of those amenities. Those amenities will be private for each of the residents there within the community. I'd like to turn it over to my partner here, Dan Armbruster. He has a few words of appreciation for everyone that has supported the project to date, and we're very excited to start this groundbreaking.
Thank you, partner. Also, my son-in-law, I got to be extra nice. So, my grandson Jackson there, and my daughter Erin, who's worked for Epcon, and my wife Stephanie is here, and Seth's dad is here, and Andrea is with him. So, anyway, I'd like to thank all of you for coming. I kind of get the fun part of this because we don't have the big rendering, do we? But anyway, this is not an accident. I mean, it's a collaboration between a lot of different entities, being Mr. Nutter and Stonehill Village, Artisan Communities, Beavercreek Township, the county, a lot of hard work, a few contractors, and you just kind of throw this all in a bowl, and that's kind of the recipe, and poof, this comes out 2 years later. So anyway, I'd like to start out by thanking the township folks. I rolled in here almost 2 years, right, Max? It's been 2 years, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And I've been doing this a long time, so the first place I go is to the economic development, planning, and zoning folks. And I knock on Max's door, and I said, "Hey, you got any ideas? We're over from Columbus. We're gonna do some luxury ranch homes here, and what do you think?" He goes, "Oh, geez," he says, "just walk out the door, go out here, turn right, go down Dayton Xenia, make a left on Treibein, and here's Stonehill. I thought, well, okay, so I did that, and my search was very short. It was like in a morning. I saw this place and I go, this is it, man. So I want to thank you, Max, and where's Alex? Your crew, Alex, your commissioners, and your planning folks. I've been doing this a long time. I've worked in a lot of cities across the state of Ohio, and I'm not just saying this, but some of the best people that we've ever worked with. They knew what they wanted, okay, and they were fair, and they worked with us. And this is what happens when that happens. So, very appreciative to the township for helping us with this. Unfortunately, the second folks I need to thank is Bob and Mary Nutter, who own the land here, sold us the land, and are the principals in Stonehill Village. It's just a great spot for us, a perfect fit. Unfortunately, Bob and Mary could not be here, but on their behalf, there's this gentleman named Tom Kretz, who is their broker. And I can't thank Tom enough, too, because I know he represented the Nutters, but he kept everything on the same page and navigated Seth and I through this thing. And we all worked very hard, by the way, to make sure that a lot of things were right here, that we had the landscaping right, that we connected to the trails properly, that it's just not we bought a piece of ground from them, but the Nutters and Tom were very involved in getting this thing designed and so that it looks right and so that it kind of fits into Stonehill. So thanks to the Nutters and to Tom. Next, the Greene County folks. Obviously, we had to submit all our plans to them. And Stephanie Goss, our engineer, is here. Is Randy here, Gilbert? From Water and Sewer. Al Kuzma from the Building Department. All the Greene County folks. We have 2 commissioners here from Greene County. Would like to thank all of you folks for working with us and making sure that we got all our entitlements correctly. Kimberly Horn, we have anybody?
Todd is here.
Where's Todd? Oh, hey, Todd, I saw you earlier. I'm sorry. Kimberly Horn, there's a lot of stuff underground out here, like thousands of feet, lineal feet of sewer, storm. We got water, hydrants, detention, manholes. All this stuff has to be designed right or we're going to have quite the mess. I don't really need a call a year from now over in Columbus and people's sewers are backing up, or Stephanie calls me on the way to work and wants to know why there's a couple cubic yards of dirt out on Treibein that's washed out there. So that's very important. And then, so thank you to Kimberly Horn. And then you have to have somebody that puts all this together, who likes to work in the mud and all of that. So we have Greg Martin from Martin Excavating. He's from just down the road here in Middletown. And Greg's done a fantastic job of getting everything in place here. So, one last thing. Money does not grow on trees. We all know that. So, in order to make all this work, you need to have a good bank. And we've been very fortunate. Scott Green and Lulu is here from Park National Bank in Columbus, and they have done an excellent job working with Seth mostly to make sure that we can pull all this off and that we had enough money to do what we wanted to do. And it's funny, you think about a lender and you think, well, it's kind of the lender versus the developer. No, it doesn't work that way with Park. They're part of our team, and they've worked with us as a team every step of the way for the last 2 years, and we certainly appreciate that. I think that's everybody. Okay, last but not least, I'd like to thank my team. We've got a great team here. Tyler's been building houses since he was out of diapers. Stephanie's been selling houses, and before that she was a mortgage broker. Abby has done a fantastic job. She's our director of operations, and Seth here has just pounded it out daily for the last 2 years. So I'm very proud of them and the work that they've done, and I think the result is going to be seen here of all of fruits of all of our labor. So again, I'd like to thank all you guys. I'd like to thank all the EPCON people for coming over and all the support that they've given us. That's been endless. Anytime we've asked for anything, we've received it. So where's Randy, the fire guy, our fire guy? Okay, I just wanted to thank you too, man. I know you've been involved in this thing, and we appreciate all that. So I hope I didn't miss anybody. We do have some other people here from the city council, from Beavercreek and all that, so we just appreciate everybody coming. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. We have a few representatives that would like to make a couple remarks, and we're going to start. I'd like to introduce Paul Hansen. He is a president with EPCON Communities, and welcome, Paul. Paul, Dan, and I have been working on this for quite a while, so we appreciate all of the assistance from EPCON and the support. So, thank you, Paul.
Well, thanks, Seth. As he said, I am with EPCON Communities in Columbus, and so I oversee franchising and product development for them. And what I want to talk about is what we're about as a company. We're a large system of corporate projects and franchise builders across the country, but it all boils down to building homes, neighborhoods, and lifestyle that provide a remarkable experience to our buyers. And I'll just start by saying that Dan and Seth have exceeded my expectations since the time that I met them. They've exceeded my expectations with this project, both in what it looks like, how beautiful it is, its location, and how they've prepared for it. And I know that's going to continue. You're going to learn a lot more about what makes us so special, not just our home designs, but the lifestyle that our neighborhoods create and the way that we integrate well into large communities like Stonehill. So I know they'll continue to exceed expectations as they move into the execution phase and build homes and treat the buyers in Beavercreek Township and Greene County very well. So lots of exciting things to come, and thank you for the great turnout today.
Thank you, Paul. I know that Dan mentioned that both Mr. Nutter was unable to attend. I don't know if Tom, if you had any remarks, or if not, we can, not to put you on the spot. I know you're good at this.
A few remarks.
A few remarks. Now, before I hand over the microphone, we do have lunch waiting too. So
Jeez.
On behalf of Stonehill Village, the Nutters, Bob and Mary, David Listerman, Brittany, everyone who worked hard to put this deal together essentially with these folks. The Nutters are overwhelmingly pleased with the product, with the people, and with the team that you've brought to this community. So Beavercreek Township is a very special place for a lot of reasons, and you add a phenomenal compliment to that. So thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Next, I'd like to invite Mr. Max McConnell with Beavercreek Township. And as Dan mentioned, Max was one of the first representatives of the community that we met, and has just been phenomenal and a great support as we've gone through the process, both guiding us through the process and just working through all of the, I guess the process through entitlements here. And so we really appreciate your effort as well as the township. So thank you, Max.
Thanks, Seth. I just want to quickly say on behalf of our trustees, Deborah Wallace, Jessica Dean, and Tom Kretz, and also our fiscal officer, Ryan Rushing, welcome to Beavercreek Township. We're very excited to have you. When we went through this process, one of the things that really stood out was how kind of collaborative and cooperative your team was through the approval process. So all the way from zoning up to regional planning, and like you said, all these pipes in the ground, someone's got to tell you where they got to go. So you guys were great through that process. It was a pleasure working with you. This is a very complimentary housing product for the community. It's something that we don't really have a lot of, it helps kind of the vision of Stonehill Village, which is that people can, they can live here, they can start their family here, and they can kind of maybe age in place here as well. So they can spend a good portion of their time in Beavercreek Township here in Stonehill Village. So we're very excited about this. I do have a quick little gift for you and your team. Just a little something small. What we have is some lapel pins for Beavercreek Township. So if you're out and about in the community, slap them on, and yeah, you'll get the good deals and stuff too. So, but really, I just want to once again say thank you and congratulations on getting started. We're excited to see this thing fully built out. So thank you.
Thank you, Max. And our last remarks today will be Mr. Thomas Kugler, Greene County Commissioner. And thank you, Tom, for joining us today and providing a few remarks.
Seth, it's a pleasure to be here, and on behalf of the three county commissioners, Dick Gould, Rick Prowlis, and myself, we are excited to be part of this, the start of something that's going to be what we believe is going to be very exciting. I want to say about probably 4 years ago, Bob Nutter and I were sitting down talking about a different subject, and he started talking about this vision that he had and how he had spent time down in Georgia and Florida looking at different facilities and different projects, and how excited he was to try to bring this to Greene County. And here we are. Getting ready, and the dirt is moving. We got all that yellow equipment. I'm like a little kid. I'm excited. In fact, I want to get to Abby and see if she would let me drive one of these before I leave, but I don't think that's going to happen. So, but we just want to let Bob and Mary know that we appreciate them staying the course, because it's never easy, and these gentlemen will tell you there's a lot of I's to dot and T's to cross, and you just have to have the perseverance and the commitment to make it all happen. So we're excited about this, and I think Seth, you mentioned about a lot of different people that are part of Greene County, and I have a saying that says, good things happen because of good people, and Greene County has a lot of good people trying to make things happen in the right way, and we're certainly excited about that. So. With that, Greene County is what it is. It's a great place to live, work, and play. It's because of everyone that's being the partnership in making this all happen. Thank you all very much for being here.
Thank you, Tom. Well, at this time, we'd like to invite up a few representatives here. We're going to break ground and take a quick photo, and then we have a couple of quick comments, and then we'll head up if you have time to join us for lunch. So I'd also like to take the opportunity to introduce the youngest member of our team here. Sir, if you'd like to come up here. This is my son Jackson, and so so he's on a field trip today. Obviously, it is a school day, but he's here just seeing what Dad does every day at work, and so he's going to help us shovel some dirt today as well. So, if I could.